It's now time for Energy Insights, where you get an inside view and local perspectives of all the oil and gas progress going on in the Mid-Ohio Valley. This program is being brought to you by the Southeastern Ohio Oil and Gas Association and can be heard every Saturday at 9 a.m. on local radio WMOA AM 1490 and ESPN radio WJAW FM 100.9 and AM 630. It's now time for the show. Here's Johnny Wharf, your local host.
Energy Insights on a Saturday morning, and Bob Gerst is our guest. Bob Gerst with Ergon Oil Purchasing and a third-generation oil and gas producer here in the area. Maybe we can jump back to the generation that would be your grandfather in terms of how he got in the business, which ultimately obviously led you into it.
Yeah, my grandfather started out in Oklahoma working on a rig. And he had met somebody in Ohio, a lady, and so he moved to Ohio and started drilling. Yeah. And he just liked it so well. I mean, he drilled some wells. He had a 300-acre farm. He drilled wells on it and a few off other places. And then my dad took over because my granddad was old enough. He retired. My dad took over and with a cable tool rig, and then I got involved, and I kind of got hooked and liked it. And my son is hauling oil for a company, and he is the fourth generation oil business. So it's kind of something that we hang on to and we enjoy.
Probably in the 50s, somebody would have said, following a girl to Ohio from Oklahoma, if you're in the oil business, was not the best of decisions. But if you look ahead, maybe he was really ahead of the time when it's all said and done, right?
Yeah, you probably so. We've enjoyed it. The whole family from back then enjoyed it, and I think it was a good move for me, anyhow.
When you think about it, he would be in good company, too, if you look back historically. As there was a senator in the late 60s and early 70s by the name of Dewey Bartlett. His brother, David Bartlett, of course, started the People's Bank and was president of People's Bank here and is actually up in Mound Cemetery. And so there is a lot of Oklahoma to Ohio transition that had a great success here. We talked in a previous show about how you got into the business and hauling, and now your son is doing it. And is it something that just is in the blood, maybe?
Yeah, they say it's once it gets in your blood, it'll never leave, and I do believe that because, like I say, we enjoy it. He enjoys it, I enjoy it, and it's been good to us.
You probably can sit around too at Thanksgiving and share more than Thanksgiving, but share some stories. I know I've talked to some long haulers, whether it's Broughton's, delivering milk or whatever the case might be. But driving late night, sometimes you see those animals crossing the road that aren't really there, right?
Yeah, you do, and the problem is when you went into West Virginia to haul, it may be raining up here, down there it may be snowing. You just never. It was full of surprises, and you just expect anything to happen that could happen, and journey it did.
It's just ultimately something that has to make you a better driver all the way around, right?
Yeah. Well, oil field drivers are pretty elite. A lot of people don't like doing it. They don't like going off roads and being hooked to a bulldozer and dragged through the woods and stuff. And it's not everybody's cup of tea.
And it's not a point A to point B business. Sometimes you've got to figure out another way, right?
Yes, absolutely, especially when there's road conditions involved and roads being shut down and stuff. You had to figure your own route out.
That's right. So in the early days, I mean, if you had a tree across the road or like you said, you're in West Virginia and all of a sudden there's, 4 inches of snow and probably more is coming, that's when you probably got to throw it in park and really figure it out, right?
Yeah, it was kind of different back when I hauled. We didn't have cell phones and you was out there at night. You made a decision on what to do. And right or wrong, you lived with it. Of course, today you drive somewhere and get cell service. Say, hey, what should I do?
Yeah.
That's a little different in the aspect.
Right, or even GPS. Right now, yeah. You say I can't get through here, and so you got to go around, and then you end up with where the hell am I? Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm glad. I think I just took him back to a place somewhere on a mountain in the middle of nowhere, which is great sometimes. So we appreciate again an opportunity to speak with you and learn about the good old days of the oil and gas industry and including the days we're in now, and we appreciate your time.
Thank you.
All right. Bob Gerst with Ergon Oil Purchasing. And our show is Energy Insights, brought to you each and every Saturday morning by the Southeastern Ohio Oil and Gas Association.
Thank you for listening to Energy Insights, brought to you by the Southeastern Ohio Oil and Gas Association. Tune in every Saturday at 9 a.m. on WMOA and ESPN Radio WJAW as Johnny Wolf brings you your local and inside perspectives of the oil and gas progress going on in the Mid-Ohio Valley.